What if I told you that there's a website where you can literally bet on whether Jesus returns this year, whether Kim Jong-un gets removed as the supreme leader, or what Bitcoin's price will be next month? And there's actually 1% chance for all of these scenarios. Yeah, this isn't a meme or my fever dream, it's a real platform called Polymarket, and the wildest part is you can actually make money from these ridiculous sounding markets. But most people who open it immediately get confused why it's geo-blocked or lose money before even placing a single bet. So today we are fixing that. In this video, I'm gonna show you what Polymarket really is, how those probabilities actually work, what you can do if you're in the US or it's geo-blocked in your country, how to use it safely without losing money even before your first bet, and a couple more crucial things everyone needs to know before even starting. And yes, somewhere in the middle, we'll make a few crazy bets just to see what happens. But before we jump into the wild stuff, let's answer the one question everyone secretly has. Okay, but what actually is Polymarket? Most people hear the phrase prediction market and instantly imagine the sketchy online casino with extra steps. But Polymarket actually is a little bit different. To really understand it, don't think betting website, think of it as a market for opinions, where every opinion has a price. Imagine a giant scoreboard of humanity's guesses about the future. Will Bitcoin hit 100,000 by December 31st? Will this politician win? Will the US confirm aliens exist? But instead of likes, votes, or retweets, this scoreboard updates when people put real money behind what they believe. That's the core idea. Polymarket is simply the venue where these future-based questions live. Each question becomes its own little micro-market. And the important part right now, it's understanding that Polymarket is a place where people trade their beliefs about the future. The price just tells you what the crowd collectively thinks is most likely. And Polymarket lets you buy into a prediction the same way you take part in a friendly bet. If the event does happen and you pick the right side, you just get paid out at full value. If not, your bet simply disappears, and the person on the other side wins instead. But here's the real problem everyone has at the moment they see the interface. They say, okay, but how do you actually take part in these friendly bets, aka markets, and what do those tiny yes-no numbers even mean? So usually every market has two sides, yes and no, and each side has a price between $0 and $1, and that price is basically the crowd's best guess. If yes is 20 cents, that means people collectively think there's about a 20% chance the event will happen. Not because Polymarket decided it, but because that's the price where thousands of people agreed to buy and sell. If you buy a yes share at 0.20, you're paying 20 cents. If the event does happen, Polymarket turns that share into exactly $1. If it doesn't happen, it becomes $0. So a 20-cent yes is basically you saying I'm paying 20 cents now, hoping to get $1 later if I'm right. And the no side works the same way, just in the opposite direction. These prices jump up and down constantly as new information hits the internet. One rumor, one tweet, one leaked headline, and the price reacts instantly. That's why people say Polymarket sometimes knows things before the news does. So those tiny numbers you see in the interface are just live probabilities created by real people risking real money. But before I show you how to actually participate in these markets, and before we place our first little gamble, let's talk about whether Polymarket even works in your country and what you can do it if it doesn't. Alright, Polymarket technically works in most countries. The website itself isn't restricted by Polymarket. If you aren't able to access it, it's usually because your local government decided to block it. For years, the only major country where Polymarket was fully banned was the United States, because regulators treated it like an unlicensed prediction exchange. But now that's changing, my US viewers. According to the latest news, Polymarket has officially started reopening in the US with a waitlist. That means a fully legal US version is coming back soon. Real access, no pretending you suddenly moved to Portugal. So here's the official Polymarket link. You can use this QR code or link in the description below. If the website loads normally for you, amazing, your country allows it. If the site doesn't load, like in my example, it's still not a huge problem, because Polymarket runs on crypto, meaning no credit cards or bank accounts are required. People in restricted regions can simply use a VPN to open the website and continue using it. I'm not here to tell you what to do or whether this workaround is legal where you live, but technically speaking, a VPN solves the access issue, and you can safely place bets. Speaking of the bets, let's actually place our first one. First step, we go to the Polymarket website. If it loads instantly for you, perfect. If it doesn't, it's usually not because of Polymarket. It's either your country or your internet provider being like, no prediction markets for you, buddy. Next, click Login. You get two choices, Google account or crypto wallet. Both work the same way, but you're on the crypto channel, so let's log in with MetaMask. Click the MetaMask icon, approve the connection, hit connect, then confirm again. Then Polymarket will give you a tiny onboarding. Pick a username, accept the terms by clicking on the checkbox, and then click continue. They'll also ask for your email for notification purposes. Confirm your email. And yeah, if after that you immediately get a pop-up saying blocked jurisdiction, welcome to my life. The US, till recently, France, and a few others still block the Polymarket. So let's relocate to Dubai using VPN, refresh the page, and suddenly everything works. Cool, now we're inside, but we can't bet yet because we need money in the account. Let's click deposit button. The first time users, Polymarket asks you to enable trading. Click enable, confirm in your wallet, and now we can actually fund this thing. They offer PayPal, cards, crypto exchanges, but realistically, the fastest and cheapest way is just sending crypto directly. So let's pick that option. Polymarket will show a list of supported tokens: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, even Trump if you want to get political. But for this video, USDC on Polygon will be the easiest. Super low fees, works perfectly with Polymarket. Pick USDC, then pick Polygon as a network, and Polymarket will show you a deposit address with the QR code. Now, it's time to actually send some money. You'll see a wallet address with the QR code. That's where your funds need to go. So, this is the moment when it's time to take some money from your crypto stash. And here's how I personally do it. It's always a good idea to store large amounts of crypto on a hardware wallet for maximum safety, and only when you actually need to spend something, like for trading, using Polymarket, or using some other crypto services, you move a small amount of crypto into a hot wallet. For this purpose, for example, I use Tangem Wallet. It's an app that works with those card-shaped hardware wallets. They are super easy to use, almost impossible to lose access to, and most importantly, no one can move your funds without physically tapping the card to your phone and confirming with passcode. You can learn more about them on my channel, and if you'd like to get one of these I use, you can use this QR code or link in the description below to buy one on the official website. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you can use promo code Mikita at the checkout and get 10% off on any order. This way, you'll be storing your crypto assets much safer, and also this way you're supporting my efforts in making these crypto videos. Thank you. Okay, so let's open the Tangem app, go to my USDC, click send, enter the amount we want to transfer, scan the QR code from Polymarket, and then confirm the transaction by tapping the card. Awesome. Now give it about 30 seconds to credit money on our account, and boom, balance appears inside Polymarket. Now we can finally place a bet. Let's pick one of the crazy bets from the front page, like Russia and Ukraine ceasefire in 2025 before December 31st. Yes costs around 6 cents and no cost 95 cents. That means if we put $10 on yes, we could win a whopping $166. Feels unlikely, but hey, that's why it's 6 cents. Let's try it. Before placing the trade, Polymarket will ask you to accept their terms again, including the part where you confirm you're not in a restricted region. Even with a VPN, they can sometimes put your wallet in close-only mode. That means if they put you in that mode, you'll be able only close bets but not open new ones. So yeah, that's a risk. Okay, click I agree and confirm the transaction. And congratulations, we have officially placed our first absolutely insane prediction. But while placing this bet, we actually did something stupid. There are several things everyone should know before starting on Polymarket, and the first one is always read the rules. Every Polymarket question has tiny text explaining how the bet will be resolved. Sounds boring, I know, and yeah, we definitely did not read it when we placed our first bet, but this is exactly where you can get wrecked, because sometimes the wording is strict or weird, or way more specific than you expect. For example, take something like AI bubble burst by in 2025. It might sound simple, but then you read the fine print and discover it means 3 separate qualifying events must happen within the same 90-day window before the deadline. If the events fall outside that exact 90-day span, even by a bit, the whole market resolves no. And what even qualified event mean? You know what? Yeah, let's actually place that bet too. So before you even put $5 on anything, click the rules, read them, and make sure the outcome you imagine actually matches how Polymarket will judge it. Next, pick one market you actually understand. Don't do what I just did here by placing random bets for fun. Start with something you already follow: Bitcoin prices, ETF approvals, SEC meetings, sports, an election you're actually reading about. You'll understand the price movements way better when you already understand the topic. Third, you can actually sell your bets. This is something that is not promoted loudly, but it's one of the best features. You don't have to wait until the event happens to cash out. Your shares change value every second, even if the event is months away. For example, you bought Yes at 20 cents and it jumps to 40. You can sell instantly and lock in profit. Bought at 20 and it drops to 10. You can sell early and reduce your loss. You are not locked in, like with traditional betting companies. And finally, don't gamble, really. Polymarket is fun, but it's still real money. If you have a little fun budget that you're okay losing, great, experiment and learn, but otherwise, treat Polymarket as an informational website that shows how the crowd thinks about future events, not as your new retirement strategy. And if you don't want to lose any money in crypto, first of all, don't gamble, and secondly, use proper security devices so you don't get hacked, drained, or locked out of your own wallet because you lost your secret words or forgot the password. You can learn more about the devices I personally use, the ones that are easy to set up and hard to mess up, in this video right here. And yeah, thank you and see you in the next one.